Fear. That silent whisper in your head that says, you're not enough. Failure. That crushing feeling in your chest that says, you'll never make it. But what if I told you that fear is not your enemy? And failure, it's not your end. In fact, they are your most powerful teachers. They are the tools the universe uses to carve greatness into your soul. Let's take a journey, a real one, into the heart of fear, the pain of failure, and the transformation that lies beyond. Because you're not here just to exist. You're here to rise. You're here to conquer. Chapter 1. The nature of fear. Fear isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers. It shows up in hesitation, in procrastination, in the urge to stay comfortable. You don't always notice it, but it governs you. It keeps you from starting that project, from speaking your truth, from chasing your dream. But understand this, fear is a signal, not a stop sign. It's your brain doing its job trying to keep you safe. The problem is, safety doesn't create success. Comfort never creates champions. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. If your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. So if you're feeling fear right now, good. That means you're close to something powerful. Chapter 2. The reality of failure. Let's talk about failure, not the cute, motivational quote kind. The real kind, the one that hurts, the job you didn't get, the business that didn't survive, the relationship that broke, the plan that collapsed. Failure is the crash after the climb. It feels personal, but it's not. Failure is not a reflection of who you are. It's a moment, not a definition. The only people who don't fail are the people who never tried. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Do you think they felt invincible? No. They felt crushed, then they stood back up. Because failure is not the end. It's feedback. It's redirection. It's refinement. Chapter 3. Why most people stay stuck. So why do so many people live small lives? Why do they stay stuck? Because they let fear win. Because they interpret failure as a final verdict. Because they wait. They wait for the perfect moment. For more confidence. For a sign. But here's the truth. The perfect moment doesn't exist. Confidence is built, not found. And the sign you're looking for is action. You don't feel ready before you start. You feel ready because you start. Chapter 4. The power of reframing. Reframing is the mental weapon of champions. Fear, it's not danger, it's direction. Failure, it's not shame, it's shape. Obstacles, they're not blocks, they're building materials. Your brain believes what you tell it. Tell it that fear is a reason to stop and it will obey. Tell it that fear is a reason to move and it will transform. You are the narrator of your story, and you can rewrite the script. Chapter 5. Real stories of overcoming. Let's talk about J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers, broke, depressed, single mother, still, she kept writing. Harry Potter wasn't born in glory, it was born in darkness. Or Nelson Mandela, 27 years in prison. Yet he emerged not bitter, but bolder. He led a nation out of apartheid. His suffering became his strength. And what about Thomas Edison? 1,000 failed experiments before the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. The difference between legends and the lost, they kept going. Chapter 6. Turning fear into fuel. So how do you overcome fear? You don't run from it. You face it. You turn toward the discomfort. You make fear your compass. Because on the other side of fear is the life you want. Ask yourself, what would I do if I wasn't afraid? Now go do it while afraid. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision that something else matters more. Chapter 7. Failing forward, the new mindset. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the path to success. Every failure gives you two choices. 1. Stay down. 2. Stand up smarter. Fail forward. Use every loss as a lesson. Track your growth, not your perfection. When a baby learns to walk, they fall hundreds of times. But they never say, maybe walking's not for me. They get up again. So why do we stop trying? Chapter 8. The enemy within. The loudest fears aren't from the world. They're from within. The fear of judgment. The fear of not being good enough. The fear that success will expose your weaknesses. But here's the truth. Your self-doubt is a liar. You're more capable than you know. You're stronger than your excuses. Speak to yourself like someone you love. Encourage, empower, elevate. The enemy is not outside. The enemy is the belief that you're not worthy. Chapter 9. Building Uncheckable Resilience. Resilience isn't a gift, it's a skill. And like any skill, it can be built. Start by showing up, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Discipline is doing what needs to be done regardless of how you feel. Build routines. Build habits. Build yourself. Fall 7 times. Stand up 8. Resilience is not about bouncing back. It's about bouncing forward. Chapter 10. The rise begins with you. You don't need to be fearless. You need to be brave. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be persistent. Every legend you admire started out just like you, afraid, uncertain, ordinary. What made them extraordinary was this: they moved anyway. They acted in spite of fear. They learned from every fall. They kept going long after most gave up. So now it's your turn, not tomorrow. Not someday, now. You have 2 choices in life. 1. Be ruled by fear. 2. Be fueled by it. You were not born to shrink. You were born to shine. You are not here to hide. You are here to rise.